Greetings, Earthlings, and cut that. We'll start over.
You're listening to another episode of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
Greetings, Earthlings, and locally hated Puritans.
Sure.
Okay. You know, the first Thanksgiving, there's a lot of things there. But
Yeah.
This is Last Night's Coffee, and it's episode number 172
Me.
of possibly only 200.
Yeah. Never know.
You never know.
You never know how
I
many.
feel like
we'll
you
do.
need to put a dot on it sometimes.
Yeah. We might do 200. We might. Yeah.
We might do 200 and say, look, we did 200 podcast episodes.
Yeah.
And we said, that was fun.
Yeah. You never know what's in store for us.
Yeah.
We might do episode 199 and be like, man, we're having a great time lately.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, it depends. We've only got, half a year left?
Yeah.
At that rate. So,
yeah, something like that.
we're here and we're ready to party.
That's right. Thanksgiving week, brother.
Thanksgiving week. And what a week it is, man. What a week it is. What'd you do this weekend?
Well, I only did my one normal thing. I only worked on cars.
Okay. No birthday parties?
No birthday parties this week. My mother-in-law is in the process of packing and moving, so we tried to spend some time with her and my sister-in-law that is also moving. So yeah, that's what we did, man.
Now, with them moving, will that affect the birthday parties? Like, we all have less get-togethers. Do you think she is the core that is holding all the parties together?
No. I think there will be just as many birthday parties. I think what might happen is we may not get invited. I don't know.
Wow.
I think there will still be birthday parties because let's be honest, it's the moms who are obsessed with these birthday parties.
Okay.
The moms they go crazy. They insist that there has to be a birthday party or else their kid's birthday is going to be ruined. It's got to be a huge party. It's got to be, matching silverware with the plates and the napkins. Like, these moms go crazy for these birthday parties, brother.
How many birthday parties do you remember of yours?
Of mine, I remember 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I remember 4. We're talking about childhood birthdays because I can remember last year's. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm 36. Yeah. 36 or 37, something like that. I'm 36.
You're in your 30s, middle 30s.
Yeah, exactly. I remember 4 birthdays, and it's only because they were super memorable birthdays. Like, one of them I went to Six Flags for.
Oh, okay.
One of them I went to Eric Clapton for. They were like super memorable things that I did. One of them I went to Mars Music and just played drums all day long on every drum set I wanted to.
Wow.
Because Mars Music was this huge music store in Atlanta, and they had a drum mountain in the back, like a literal, like a pyramid made of drum sets.
I've seen
in the
pictures
back.
of that.
It was so cool. Their drum room was
to the top.
No, you couldn't play on those. Those were just for display. But they had a bunch of playable kits down on the floor, and so yeah, I just spent my whole day there playing different drum sets, and then ate varsity.
I didn't know it was like a journey where you get to start at the bottom, and
No.
you got like all the bottom shelves. It's like, okay, you proved that you can play. Now
Yeah.
And then at the top is the DW.
Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Huh?
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but with drum sets.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta, if you can't play this kit, you don't get to move up. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. If you're not, John Bottom,
Right.
you don't get to play the top.
No, but that's a really cool idea.
You
If
know,
I ever get to open a drum store, I might have something like that. That's a really cool idea.
well, they say it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Yeah, but say if you want to rock and roll, it sure is. That's what AC/DC says.
Yeah, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
I love classic rock, man.
Dude, I can listen to some classic rock all day long and not get
Yeah.
tired of it.
Yeah. It never goes out of style. It's perfect. It's timeless. It
It's
spans
the best rock.
all yes, it spans every generation. It's so good.
Yeah.
But our kids are going to start calling Nirvana classic rock.
I would argue that.
You think like classic rock is kind of a genre now rather than a term?
I mean, they're playing like Guns N' Roses on the river now, so they're probably going to be playing Nirvana soon.
Yep.
But as far as it, like, what makes a classic rock song? What makes a? Is it just age?
No, it kind of does. Yes.
Or
I
is
mean,
it
it
influence?
depends. Again, it depends. Like, I kind of feel like it's become this genre of music, like that classic late 60s, didn't never got into the 80s really. But I feel like it's a genre of music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it only was during this certain time period. And I think there are some bands who kind of like tap into it, like that Greta Van Fleet or whatever. They're
Yeah.
called, isn't that their
They
name,
tap into
right?
that sound. Yeah,
Yeah, they tap into it. There's a couple of other ones like Alabama Shakes, even though it's a female voice. They tap into it a little bit. They recorded
Yeah.
at Muscle Shoals actually.
They're all-
But yeah, I mean, it's got some. I think it's like kind of formed into a genre almost at this point, where there was hair metal in the '80s, and yeah, I just feel like classic rock was what came before that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm in agreement with that. But I think just because it's a oldie, don't make it classic.
Interesting. So like Bob Dylan, All Along the Watchtower, his version.
I don't like Bob Dylan.
Me either. I wouldn't call him classic rock. I can't stand his voice.
He might be fourth on my list of worst human beings.
He's so bad, man. I think he was a decent songwriter. He actually wrote a lot of people's songs, but as far as his voice and everything, spare me, dude. Save me the time.
Yeah. Pretty much anybody that covered a Bob Dylan song did it better than he did.
Yeah, for sure.
But the same could be said to like some of Willie Nelson's stuff.
Or how about when Johnny Cash did 9 Inch Nails? And
Yeah,
I got to be honest, his version's better.
Well,
in my
that's
opinion,
because of the producer.
The producer, because of what's his name?
Yeah,
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin does not think like regular thoughts about music.
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, he changes. He can revive a career like nobody's business. He quite
can
possibly
do that.
could be the devil.
Look, I was listening to a clip of him the other day, and he was explaining when he recorded Chop Suey with System of a Down.
Yeah.
Why have you forsaken me? You know that part of the song,
Yeah.
the bridge? It's like it's the biggest part of the song, really. It's a huge open part. They didn't have lyrics for that part. And he asked Serge, the lead singer of System of a Down, to just grab a random book off of his bookshelf, open it up to a random page, read the first words, and that'll be the line to the bridge. And that's how he came up with the words.
Yeah, he
Forsaken
grabbed a Bible
me.
off the shelf. And
Yeah, it's
that's what he
crazy. That's crazy, man. Like, that idea is so foreign to most songwriters and producers and things like that, like grab a random book, open it to a random page, and the first words you read, that's going to be the line. Whoa.
Well, see, I think Rick Rubin works outside of the. So you've got your L.A. sound, your New York sound, your Nashville sound.
Hmm.
Rick Rubin works outside of
And
those boxes,
Atlanta.
and Atlanta. So
The
he
hip hop.
works outside of those boxes.
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's
true.
just what's cool.
Yeah. He's done a fantastic job throughout the years, man. He has definitely proven his worth as a music producer, dude.
He changed. He changed Red Hot Chili Peppers from
Yeah.
what they were, which is the early stuff's more of a punk band,
Hmm.
to I forgot what song it was, but it was a poem that one of them
Under
had
the
written.
Bridge.
Huh?
Yeah, that's Under the Bridge.
Yeah, and he's like, "Man, this ain't our music." And then
Yeah.
okay, but sing it. And then
Yeah.
they built it. It's like, okay, now sing it to the guitar player. The guitar
Hmm.
player the made up the riff to it. Then they took that to the rest of the band, and they're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. And it
Everything's
sounded good.
and it changed the band
Right.
from
Right.
just
That's such a big.
it broke them out of a shell out of a where it's kind of like that Rick Rubin thing. Instead of, okay, you're not just punk, you're the Red Hot
Mhm.
Chili Peppers, and this is Red Hot Chili Peppers music.
Right. Right. If it came from you guys, it's now Red Hot Chili Peppers music. That's all that matters. It came from you. And
Yep.
that you're right. That was a huge turning point in their careers where they could really open up and go for different sounds, man. And praise God they did, dude. I mean, I
And
got
here's
nothing wrong with like the what was that song, Roller Coaster of Love, right?
yeah.
Like some of that weird early stuff they did.
Now here's a weird thought. Okay, so say the fans like, oh, I'll use Zach Brown for an example.
Mhm.
There's not one album that is the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so people are like, well, he did that first album, and everything else has just been different after that.
Mhm.
All
Mhm.
right. Well, take Luke Bryan and
Mhm.
Nickelback, and they're like, they've just done the same album over and over and over again. They're still
Yeah.
playing, high school party rock and college party country and all this
Sure.
stuff.
Sure.
So, what do you want?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you
Do you want
want them?
evolution?
Do you not evolve as a person as you get
Sure.
older?
Sure.
I know I have. My musical tastes change, well, a little bit,
Yeah.
but it ebbs and flows, and I'm able to absorb more stuff. Cars that I like, I'll discover a car that I have previously ignored for whatever reason. I'm like, wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Um, a painting. I'm not a big painting person, but you know, artists kind of evolve over time.
Sure. Hmm.
So I don't know what people want.
Yeah, that's a really good point, man. I mean,
Look at this podcast.
yeah,
It
it's
involved
strange.
it evolved from like a clone of Time Suck in our own kind of way
Hmm.
to more like a variety news show.
Yeah, for sure. We're like talking about things that happened this past week,
Yeah,
right?
from we
That's
went from
pretty much
having
all we talk about.
evergreen content to what we're doing now, and the show's much better now.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We went
It's
from 4 to 6 listeners.
it's a whole lot easier, but I just about knocked my whole. I'm fixing to kill a dog live on air.
It is a lot easier to prepare for these shows too, huh?
It is a lot easier. Yeah, and
Because it's everything we've been talking about throughout the
that
week.
that all happened because of that one show where we said we don't have anything. Let's Google the news.
Yeah, you're right. That was the turning point. You're right.
That was a turning point for this show. It was
Hmm.
Google the news.
And
But
I think we had a fan reach out. We had a listener. We had Kevin Halpin reach out and like kind of confirm it for us. He was like, I liked it when you guys Googled the news. And it was like,
Yeah,
okay, there we go.
yeah.
That's
So
all it
that,
took.
yeah, he would get producer status on this show.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You know, it's funny. It's funny you bring up that because someone asked me this past weekend who my favorite musical artist is, and I said it's evolving. Like my favorite artist at the time, it's
Yeah,
always a matter of at the time because it changes. Like I'll be obsessed with one artist for a week or two, and then I'll be obsessed
yeah,
with another artist for a week or two. Like I couldn't get enough of Red Clay Strays for a little bit, and then I couldn't get enough of like old punk music that I used to listen to, and then like it's always evolving for me. Gary Clark Jr. is one I've been all over lately. Like it's
that's
always changing. My favorite artist is very, and I'm not saying I'm fair weather. I'll still appreciate them and everything afterwards. It's just I've kind of moved on and I've found something else that I've liked, and
right.
it's
You
always
obsess
evolving.
over it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and that's going back to like, you got the classics, you enjoy the classics, but at the same time, what's this new sound that you haven't heard? And when you hear a new sound like that, you kind of get stuck on it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Red
Then,
Clay Strays draw a little bit of that classic
yeah,
sound
that's what
too.
I was going to say. Then you go back and you hear the influence. When you go back and listen to the classic rock, you hear the influence
Mm-hmm.
of that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so awesome, man. I love music. I love how, the same four chords played by different people sound so different.
mhm.
And they can write such different songs. Like you give each artist four notes or four chords and just let them work with it. And you can get so many different things. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it is. Well, my weekend, I didn't have a very eventful weekend.
No, what'd you do, man?
We went, it's not racing season.
Right.
So Friday, I took a nap.
Mm,
I haven't done
that's
that in
nice.
a while. I took a
That's
nap
nice.
Friday.
Yeah.
Um, then Saturday, we went over to Da Vinci's Pizza, Da
Right.
Vinci's New York style pizza in McDonough. Try it out if you're over that
Heyo.
way. Um,
Shout him out.
had a little bit of an impromptu planning meeting while we was over there.
All right.
Yeah. So
Is this a
um,
place you can go and like always find the owners there?
I think he's there pretty much all the time.
That's pretty cool, man. I love local businesses like that. When you walk in, there's someone there who really cares. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're not there collecting their paycheck. They really care.
Yeah. He's doing pretty good over there with it. He's
That's
grown
good,
it
man.
since he has turned their average monthly
Hmm.
dollar amount into their average weekly dollar amount.
That's great. That's
So
great, man.
he's getting it built up.
Praise
But there's some
God.
good things coming down the line on that. And
Right on.
once things get a little bit better known or
Hmm.
how it goes, we'll talk about it. But that was pretty much my weekend. I didn't do much of anything. What
It
did I
happens
watch?
sometimes.
I think I watched a movie.
Did you watch Lawman or Landman? I'm sorry.
No, I haven't watched the new Landman yet.
Oh, okay.
Uh, we're that's Tuesdays. We watch it. Me and Mary
Oh,
Beth.
gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh, Dale Earnhardt Jr. raced this weekend
No way. Where at?
in Florence, South Carolina, in the Budweiser 8 car.
No way.
Yes, it was huge.
Was it like one of his old cars that he's had?
No, it was a late model stock car.
Okay.
So a late model stock car. How do you explain a late model stock? Okay, so Bubba Pollard runs super late models on asphalt.
Yep.
All right, and late model stock car was those. There was a group of people that felt like those cars were getting too expensive.
Hmm.
So they said, well, let's do a late model stock car where you can go get stock parts out of the junkyard, bolt them on, or, build a chassis off of. Basically, the chassis shares a lot more in common with our race car than it does like a super late model. So it's got a Camaro front
Okay.
clip on it.
Yeah.
Um, stuff like that. And it's got kind of the same body like what Bubba would run on his super late model. But
Right.
anyway, the Joker goes over there. He's this is what he grew up running. These are his that's his deal. He
Mm-hmm.
loves them things. And
Mm-hmm.
he goes over there and qualifies 53rd. They're only taking 40, so they end up giving him a provisional, and he starts
Of
40th.
course. Of course.
So we turn it on, and we're watching. Um, we're watching it. And we find out where he starts at. Ended up turning it off and watched something else for a little while, and then turned it back on, and the Joker's up in the top 10.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right before the halfway point, he has made it up to second. He has passed everybody.
Holy smokes.
Yeah,
Whoa.
and he's out there with like 26 laps to go, running second. I mean, the place is going nuts. I mean, you got all these. They kind of show the fans. And there's just all these Dale Jr. 8 jackets everywhere. Like people have drug them out of their closet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I do with my hat. I ain't found it yet, but he uh, he ended up having a fuel pump go bad with like 20
No.
laps to go.
Oh, dang, dude. Dang. Would he have made a run for the lead?
Yeah, he was catching the leader.
Wow. Wow. Do you think that ignites anything inside of him? Do you think he kind of gets a little taste of it and wants to
I
compete a
think
little
it did
bit?
because he's been running those late model stops quite a bit.
Mm.
Um, but he just put this deal together with Bud and the 8 car. He had been running, that Sunkissed hat that I wear or Sundrop
Yeah.
hat that I wear.
Hmm.
He'd been
Hmm.
running that car, and I think that 8 lit a fire under him. It woke something up in there because dude was
Yeah.
aggressive. I ain't seen him that aggressive in a long time.
Well, you
It
got
was
to
pretty
think
awesome.
he's probably just having fun.
Yeah,
He's not trying to build his career. He's not trying to win the race, even. He's just out there racing, having a good time. Like
yeah.
he can do that at this point in his life. And when people enjoy it, that tends to be when they do the best.
They get to doing that and they remember why they do it.
Mm, yeah.
You know,
Especially doing something he did, racing a class that he did growing up.
yeah. Now,
That's really
I did
cool.
realize this week that it's been 2007 since he run the 8 Bud car,
Wow.
and that means in Charlie's lifetime, he has never seen that 8 car on the track.
Wow. He retired early, man.
Well, he went to run the 88 car,
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
but he's never seen the Bud 8.
Yeah.
This is like nearly as iconic a car as his dad's 3 car.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's close. It's not quite, but it's close.
I mean it's up there. It's in the top 10 list.
It's as recognizable for sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um.
Rusty
So I was
Wallace,
like,
dude.
man,
Rusty Wallace #2 makes that.
that black too. That was an
Dude.
awesome car.
Dude.
That two is so our 2 is that 2 but twisted a little bit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that Rusty Wallace 2 car was I could I just remember that one sticking out to me so much.
Yeah. So if we ever do like a throwback paint scheme, it'll be more of a straight up 2. But
Oh, heck yeah.
anyway, so that's what we did this weekend, man. Just
Right on.
watched a little bit of Georgia football.
Yeah.
Didn't watch much of it. I mean, it was we put a TV in the shop.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? Was that your idea or Dad's idea?
Mine for about 30 years. I've been trying to get a TV out there.
Yeah.
And Dad, like, we don't need no TV in the shop. We're working.
Yeah.
In the shop.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't watch college football and work on the race car at the same time.
Right, right.
So we 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 had a TV in the basement and we
Mm-hmm.
had a Roku So we just hooked it up, and now we're trying to figure out how to get enough uh, Wi-Fi out there to the shop to use it.
Ooh, yeah. They sell
But
extenders, but I don't know how to do all that.
yeah, we got that. We ain't figured it out yet, but we got one.
Mhm.
But I did figure out that Dad he could move his modem in the house, and that would probably help it a lot because he had it way at the other
Ah.
end of the house and sitting on the floor. And I'm like, Dad, so you can't set them on the floor. They got to be like it's weird how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So
It's all right.
you know.
The old timers learn, man. They learn.
Yeah. But college football, Georgia won. Yay.
Georgia won. I was not awake in time for that game, unfortunately.
That would
I
have been a
slept
tough
in.
one for you to make.
Yeah.
Alabama lost.
Yeah, dude. Huge news for them, man. I can't believe they lost.
Ole
How
Miss,
embarrassing.
Ole Miss lost.
Yes, they did. Did you
Thank
happen to watch
God.
any of that Auburn A&M 4 overtime game?
No, I should
That was
have.
entertaining. That was entertaining. 4 overtimes, man. It was entertaining, the back and forth. And Auburn, like, having a terrible record because they won, they stormed the field. Just winning that game, like, had their fans so jacked up. And then they have no chance of going to anything, but their fans were stoked.
Yeah. So, fun fact: Alabama has made $300,000 this year over off of teams storming the field.
They've made
Yeah.
$300,000.
So, if you storm the field, like say you go to Tennessee and Tennessee fans storm the field, they had to pay the other team $100,000.
No,
Yeah.
no. Holy smokes. Speaking of storming the field, did you catch the Arizona State BYU game? This is one I was watching that was really fun. Arizona State had the lead, had the ball, was trying to run the clock out, and their quarterback winds up, he had like 5 seconds on the clock. He hikes the ball with 5 seconds left, kind of runs around for half a second, and then just throws the ball in the air, right, to hopefully run out the last few seconds. So when he throws it up with like 4 seconds left, the fans just come running down and pour onto the field. Well, turns out the ball lands in the bleachers with 1 second left. So they had a dude. These Mormons got a second chance, man. BYU got a second chance. They had to get all of those fans off, thousands of fans, Chucker. The whole field was stormed, and they were funneling down. When they started moving fans out of the way, fans were still funneling down off the stands, dude. It was absolute chaos. Arizona State versus BYU. It was so funny. I was praying that the Mormons would pull off a miracle and just like spoil their plans, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. BYU did get one more play. They completed the pass. He was down at like the 2 or something like that. He didn't quite score, but it was such an entertaining game. And I mean, these fans, dude, they had torn down the goalposts and everything, Chucker. They had done it all, brother. They had stormed that field.
They must not have their special underwear on.
The head coach for Arizona State was going nuts, man, on the referees. But hey, rules are rules, right? The ball landed with 1 second left, dude. It was fascinating to watch. Nothing like I've never seen something like that before.
You know, freaking Tulane's in the top 20.
No, I did not know that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just abruptly change that like that.
Yeah, no, that's
I was
fine.
sitting here looking at because I was like, well, I was looking at the rankings of BYU because I clipped on while you were talking, and I looked right above it at 18 is Tulane.
Yeah. If BYU had pulled off the upset right there with 1 second left, they would have clinched a playoff spot, I believe, or clinched the what do you call it, the championship game for whatever division they're in.
Yeah.
But they couldn't pull it off, unfortunately. I think it was a clinch for both teams, actually. I think they both would have gone to their respective championship games had they won. So Arizona State wound up going.
All right. Well, what did the Falcons do this weekend?
The Falcons didn't lose.
Oh, it must have been a bye week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a bye week, man. They didn't play this week, so nothing crazy happened for them this week. Praise God. They needed it.
Well, we've got some crazy things going on in football this coming up week.
Yeah, we do. We do.
It's
It's a weird week this week, people.
It's a weird week. So we got week 15, I believe it is. Week 15? Yes. No. Week 14. Week 14. All right. So coming up on Thursday, you got Memphis at Tulane. Tulane's probably going to win that one. You got Friday. Dude, you got so many games on Friday. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games on Black Friday.
That's awesome.
Georgia Tech at Georgia at
Yep.
7:30.
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay. So I'm on ESPN.com.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you the game, the time, the TV channel, tickets as low as whatever, and where it's at and all that. So you go down here, you're like Stanford versus San Jose State, 4 p.m. start time. Tickets as low as $20. All right. Georgia Tech at Georgia, 7:30, ABC, ESPN Plus. Tickets as low as $4,352.
That's so awesome.
Whoa. Our
Yeah,
pastor's
whoa.
going to that game.
Whoa. I'd
We
sell them
bought-
tickets, bro.
Yeah, I know that's right. The church bought tickets for Pastor Appreciation Month. I'm sure they wasn't that much then, but yeah, he might want to sell them things, man.
Dude, that's an
Say-
investment opportunity you don't turn down. Yeah. That's like plus 4,500. That's pretty good right there, buddy.
Travis, if you're listening, we wouldn't blame you if you sold them.
Yeah, the church body would not. That's for sure. That's for sure. What other games we got? Any more on Black Friday that are super interesting?
Navy versus Eastern Carolina. Oh wait, Mississippi State at Ole Miss at 3:30.
Oh yeah. When is the Texas versus Texas A&M game?
Texas versus Texas A&M.
Is that Saturday?
It's going to be, dude. There's so many games Saturday.
Because that is going to decide Georgia's opponent in the SEC championship.
We got Tennessee at Michigan at Ohio. Where's Texas Tech?
Texas A&M versus Texas.
I'm looking. Auburn versus Alabama is at 3:30.
Alabama's knocked out, bro.
Here we go. Texas at Texas A&M. 7:30.
7:30 on Saturday.
Yep.
That's a big
Tickets
one, dude.
as low as $566.
Yeah, that seems about right. That's a big deal over there. College Station is a humongous stadium too.
But why is the Georgia? That's the highest ticket in football.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
The Georgia.
I don't doubt it,
Georgia
man.
game.
I don't doubt it.
There must be like 2 tickets, and the guy's like, "I'll sell them, but it's gonna cost me."
Yeah, that's got to be it, man. I can't believe there's even tickets available still.
I'm gonna click and see what happens.
We got to get to our Thanksgiving trivia, bro.
I know. No, it's different. You can get tickets cheaper than that. I don't know why it says that.
Okay.
Okay.
For what, like 500-600?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Okay. So Black Friday, the origins of Black Friday was police officers used it to describe the chaos of the day after Thanksgiving.
No way. Seriously? That's how Black Friday got its name? It wasn't because of the shopping, or is it the shopping that brought out the poor behavior? Like, what is it? What?
Crowds that The crowds would flood the city with shoppers and tourists for the annual Army-Navy football game.
Okay.
Traffic would get all jacked up. Crime would increase with shoplifting, and police officers had to work longer shifts.
So the cops gave it the name Black Friday.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. All right. Now, we are getting into it is Thanksgiving. This is the Thanksgiving special. So, as we do with many of our holidays, we're going to ask John some basic trivia questions that he should know.
And I'm going to get them all wrong. Watch this.
He will get every one of them wrong. We're going to start with an easy one because he is a cook and he should get this one.
Well, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good today. I feel like I'm going to get them all right, actually. I should get them all wrong. That's my norm, but I'm feeling confident today. I like my chances.
All right. We are thankful for our fans, most of all.
Yes.
Our listeners.
Yeah.
And our haters. We thank our haters, too, because they're probably listening.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Question number 1. What process refers to soaking a turkey in a saltwater solution before cooking it?
Brining.
Bing, ding, ding, ding.
Heyo.
Right.
I got something right.
You got the first one right. It can only go down from here, folks. On average, how many questions does the Butterball Turkey Talk line field from callers during the holiday season? I'm going to make it multiple choice.
Okay.
A, 1 million.
Okay.
B, 100,000. Or C, 500,000.
Every year, I think they're fielding 100,000 phone calls.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow. Wow. I like that. I like that. I like that. Man, that's a lot of phone calls about turkey. How many? Is it just questions about cooking turkeys?
I guess. When is my turkey done?
Yeah. Or like, what's your turkey look like? You know what I mean? Like, what have you called?
Hey, man, this turkey is burnt. What do I do?
Yeah. No, what if you just called them and they're like, "Hi, this is Lisa with Butterball Turkey. How can I help you?" "Hey, Lisa, what's your turkey look like?" You know, just start talking turkey. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be about yours.
Turkey. All right, I'm gonna skip this next one because I don't know how to say the word. But
All right, skip it.
What 4 ingredients go into making a basic pie crust?
Flour, salt, eggs, and water. Damn.
If you would have said butter or shortening instead of eggs, you would have got that one correct.
Oh,
You get half a point.
man, I'll get half a point. Okay, I'm doing okay. Look at me. I was feeling confident. I'm playing confident. Look at this.
According to Lending Tree,
Mm-hmm.
how many guests on average did Thanksgiving host expect to serve in 2023?
On average, per
Yes.
Thanksgiving host.
Would you like for me to make that multiple choice to help narrow it down?
I feel good with 23.
It was 11.
Okay.
They're not talking about your family.
Yeah. I felt really good about 23. I think it was the Jim Carrey movie.
Okay. In 1995, this popular Thanksgiving vegetable was the first to be grown in space.
Sweet potato.
We'll give you potato.
Okay. It was just a regular potato?
It's just a regular potato.
Whoa, they grew a potato in space?
Evidently.
Man, 1995 was the best year. I think 1969 and 1995, it's hard to beat those 2 years, bro.
With 50, the National Dog Show is this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm.
For you puppy lovers out there, y'all can watch that instead of football. With 15 Best in Show titles, what dog has had the most wins at the National Dog Show?
I'm feeling a Dalmatian or German Shepherd. Make it multiple choice.
Uh, Boston Terrier, A. B. Hound Dog. Or C. Wire Fox Terrier.
Wire Fox Terrier.
Yeah, that was too easy because that
Yeah, you would never make up Wire Fox
I
Terrier.
would never say a Wire Fox. That I don't even know what that dog
Yeah,
looks like.
that wasn't fair.
Okay.
You're right. I won't even give myself a point.
Around how many calories are in half a cup serving of bread stuffing?
Bread stuffing, half a cup. 250.
118.
Oh.
In 2023, which
Mhm.
state raised the most turkeys?
Which state raised the most turkeys? And these are turkeys for slaughter, right?
It just says most turkeys. I'm assuming these are Turkey Day turkeys.
Can you make this one multiple choice? Or will it be too obvious again?
Okay. A, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
B, Texas. C, Minnesota.
B was Texas?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with B, Texas.
Man, Texas don't make turkeys, man. It's Minnesota.
Minnesota? Dang it.
Yeah,
I should have known because you were reading it.
Texas. I knew I could get you with Texas.
Yeah, because it's got the most wide open land. I just figured. Yeah, I
All they
saw
do
your
is-
eyes read Minnesota though, and I didn't know if you were trying to psych me out. So like I saw your eyes glance up to read the answer. So like I thought you were trying to, double take me.
Do you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
I am going to this year because my girls asked me to, but typically I do not.
I usually wake up and now, especially now that I've worked nights,
Yeah.
I kind of forget about it because I get up and I'm like, oh man, I missed parade.
Yeah.
How many balloons are featured in the 2023 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? A, 15, B, 25, or C, 10?
15, 25, or 10?
Yeah.
I'm going with 15.
25.
Dang. See?
Okay, so this is, I hope my mom hears this.
Mhm.
According to a poll, what Thanksgiving side dish is the least popular among Americans?
Oh, green bean casserole for sure.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, bro, all Americans should be on the same page by now. Green bean casserole blows. It sucks, man.
I don't like casseroles. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know you don't
We've
like
been
casserole.
over this.
Yeah, but green bean casserole is just one of those things. Like we all know. You took a can of cream of mushroom soup and just dumped it in a can of green beans and called it done and dumped some French onions on top.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Why are we even bothering with that anymore? Good grief. We're not in the depression anymore. We don't need to make food like that.
Okay, this next question has to do with something I don't like.
That's a lot of
It's
things.
in the notes.
Okay,
So
it's
we're just
food.
going to cover it. No, we're going to cover some of the notes when we
Oh, okay.
cover this question.
Okay, go ahead.
According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, when was the term Friendsgiving first circulated?
2007.
Bing, bing, bing. How did you know that?
Dude, I just knew. I told you I'm feeling confident, Chuck.
I don't
I
like.
knew within a split second. I've known the last two questions. What are you talking about?
I don't like Friendsgiving.
Yeah, it's stupid, man. It's stupid.
It's like this millennial thing where
I hate my dad. I hate my dad. I can't
so
go
we're gonna
home.
have friends over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, you might live away from home
Yeah.
and your friends might get together for Thanksgiving because y'all all live away from home, but it's
Mhm.
still Thanksgiving.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're still gathering to be thankful for what you have.
For sure.
I don't like the term Friendsgiving. It's just,
Yeah.
if you want to have a get together, have a get together.
Right.
If you want to have Thanksgiving, have Thanksgiving. There's no need to modify it into Friendsgiving.
It's just stupid, right? It's stupid.
Right. I mean, dude, like, okay, so I got friends coming over to watch the Georgia Tech game on Friday.
Sure.
I could call that a Friendsgiving,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not. We're getting
It's
together
not.
to watch football. So
That's
what
right.
are the friends going to do if they get together with their friends to have a Thanksgiving meal? They're either going to sit there and watch football, play games, or eat turkey. If you're going to
Yeah.
eat turkey, if you're going to go through and make all the crap that
Mm-hmm.
goes with eat a Thanksgiving meal, call it a
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving meal, because if I'm going to make a new holiday up, I'm changing the menu.
Yeah. Yeah. You got that right, dude. I am changing that menu hard. So, other than green bean casserole, can we jump off of trivia real quick? Let's riff
Yeah.
on that riff.
Okay.
What would be the other dishes you got rid of at Thanksgiving?
Dressing.
Yep. Agreed. Go ahead.
Turkey.
Turkey. Really? You
Yeah.
just prefer ham, all ham?
No, a whole different protein.
Really? Okay.
We're the
Suggestion.
greatest country in the world. Why are we not cooking steaks on Thanksgiving?
You want to show our dominance as a country on
Yes,
Thanksgiving
we have a steak holiday.
when we import like 95% of our beef.
Well, I mean, they'll still know, oh, it must be Thanksgiving. America's buying a lot of beef this week.
That would be so. Well, no, but then it might be encouragement for more cattle ranching to come here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It might be encouragement. You never
We
know.
have
We would
ribeye.
prefer American raised ribeyes on Thanksgiving, wouldn't we? We wouldn't want a New
Yes.
Zealand raised ribeye on
No.
Thanksgiving.
Not at all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So,
Okay.
yeah, steak.
Steak.
That's what's for
All right.
Thanksgiving.
All right. You'd get rid of the protein. You literally changed the whole menu. What would be the side dishes with that steak? French fries?
Potatoes of some
It's
sort.
potatoes of some
Have
sort,
potatoes
right?
how you want them.
Yeah, potatoes how you
Personally,
want them.
I think I would make a very good mashed potato.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanksgiving steak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because it's good. I mean, baked potatoes good with a steak, but some of your steakhouses have some awesome, awesome mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But okay, I'm a little bit funny about this. Some of the restaurants are definitely serving some sort of instant mashed potato, but it tastes so good that
Yes,
like I
whatever
just
they
don't
do.
care.
Well, I mean, instant mashed potato is still a potato. Like, if you
True,
read the
but
ingredients to instant mashed potatoes, it's
yeah,
still
there's
mostly
potatoes in it.
potato.
Yeah, it's just the idea of that is kind of.
Um,
Now, how would you feel if we went back to all original Thanksgiving dinner? So everybody ate like maybe deer
that's good.
and like squash.
I'm not a squash guy.
Yeah, or
I
it
could go
wasn't
to
quite the same, but basically corn. It wasn't.
yeah,
They didn't even call it corn, but it's what the
maize,
natives had at the time. Huh?
maize.
Yeah, maize. There you go. I couldn't think of the name, but yeah. What if we just ate like squash and maize and venison? Would you be cool with that?
I reckon. They probably had some lobsters being right there on the coast.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They were definitely eating some shellfish for sure.
Definitely some kind of shellfish. All right. So we've ranted about what Friendsgiving.
Yes.
Why do we associate pumpkin with freaking Thanksgiving too? I mean, I don't understand the pumpkins.
It carries over. Yeah, I don't know.
It carries over from Halloween over into Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You know, I guess the pumpkin pie maybe that a lot of people make
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving.
So, referred to as the pumpkin capital of the United States, what town is home to Libby's pumpkin canning plant?
What town, bro?
Yeah,
Come
I give
on.
you full credit if you just get the state. Land of Lincoln.
Oh, Pennsylvania?
Oh God,
Where's Lincoln from?
Illinois,
Ohio?
dude. He was
Illinois. That's
born in
right.
Kentucky and he lived in Illinois.
That's right. I knew that actually. Now that you say it, I just forgot. Why did Pennsylvania come to mind so quickly?
Because you was thinking of the other stupid tall politician, Fetterman.
Oh, maybe.
What year did A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving debut on television.
Oh, 1954. No, 1949.
1973.
Oh, dang it. I thought it
You
was
missed
way
it by
older.
several decades.
Dude, I thought it was like my grandparents' stuff that they watched. You know what I'm saying?
Might have been. According to Macy's, roughly how good night? How many questions do we have?
I don't know.
According to Macy's, roughly how many people attend the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City each year?
How many people attend? To view? Spectators?
To watch. To stand on the side of the road and watch.
250,000, 250,000.
3.5 million.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Oh,
pumpkins-
3.5 million, dude. Oh.
Are pumpkins technically a fruit or a vegetable? Are you going to answer?
I wanted to see how long I could exhale. I'm going with fruit.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, how many places in the United States are named Cranberry? A, 1, B, 5, or C, 10?
10.
Answer's 5.
5 places are named Cranberry?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. How many minutes a day does the average American, 15 and older, spend eating or drinking?
How many minutes a day? I can't think about myself. I don't want to compare it to me. I'm going to have to go 54 minutes. I feel good.
You're good close, 67.
67. Okay. Okay. I knew I was going to be under because I kept thinking myself.
Yeah. All right. And we're going to round it out with this last question.
All right. Here we go.
Which of the founding fathers famously referred to turkeys as a bird of courage?
Founding father.
Yeah.
I'm going with Ben Franklin.
You got it right.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. All right. So you used about 50% this year.
Yeah. Not bad, dude. That's big improvement for me, man. Big improvement. I'll take it.
Your knowledge of Thanksgiving is far better than your knowledge of Christmas.
Yeah, well, I'm a cook, so you asked a lot of food questions. That was easy. That was easier. You want to take a quick ad break before we get to the rest of the show?
Yeah, we'll come back and do the conspiracy and all that.
All right, cool. All right, right on.
Thanks for sticking with us through this ad break, guys. I'm here to tell you about one of our sponsors, Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. You can check her out at movingcoweta.com for all of your real estate needs in the metro Atlanta area. That's movingcoweta.com. Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. Now back to the show.
All right, we're back with the conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for me, John?
So ominous sounding. I love it. This week, Chucker, I'm here to ask, do you think, and we may have covered this one, it kind of goes along with your UFOs last week, right?
Okay. Tell me about it.
Are they angels and demons, and have we discovered them in far off pictures with the James Webb Telescope? If you look, I can look it up real quick and I'll send you a picture. There are these structures, and I'll put it up here for the audience. There are these mega structures that the James Webb Space Telescope is starting to find that are eerily similar to some of those AI recreated images of Bible angels. And I'm going to send you that picture right now. See if I can find it. Images. Oh man. I can't find it. I'll send it to you afterwards. But what do you think, man? I'll have it posted on here for the people. But what do you think? Do you think these UFOs that people are seeing are angels and demons? Do you think that's what they are? Do you think they're spiritual beings?
I really do.
Yeah? You think they've always been here? They're not from another planet? What's your how where are you at with all of it?
I used to think they were from another planet.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm really leaning like 95.237% that they are demons.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why? What changed your mind? What
It makes
had
more
you
sense.
thinking about this? Really?
Yeah.
It makes more sense that they're angels and demons and have always been here.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take, man. I mean, all right, I'm sending you the structures now.
Okay, kind of like how they say it takes more faith to be an atheist and believe there is no God than that there is a God.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So, kind of like that.
These are the kinds of images that we think we're receiving from the James Webb Space Telescope.
A wheel inside a wheel?
Kind of, right? Kind of, right?
Yeah.
It's a little odd. I mean, look, I think there's definitely
That
some
looks like what Ezekiel saw.
Exactly. Right. Exactly right. And those are actually described as Dyson spheres, Chuck. And what we believe, Michio Kaku, we've talked about him on the podcast a lot, that
Yeah, I'll
Japanese.
meet you.
Yeah. And you remember his civilization charts. I forget what it was called, but there's type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. As you climb those rankings of civilizations, what you wind up doing is harnessing the power of the star that your planet is orbiting. So the way scientists are explaining it is they think they might be observing some Dyson spheres out there, some literal star harnessing technology, like a civilization has built rings around their sun as basically big solar panels and are absorbing that. That's their energy source now. They have gotten that technically advanced where they can travel that close to their sun and install technology to absorb that energy. And so, that's how some of the scientists are explaining what they might be seeing with the James Webb Space Telescope. But again, I kind of lean more towards these biblically accurate angels and what Ezekiel depicts in the Old Testament. I mean, these pictures are really weird, man. They're really weird.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. I don't know why we're just now discovering it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember they used to say science used to be to prove God.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
the
now-
original,
Yeah.
the original use of science. Yeah.
And then they turned it around to prove, as government influence has got into science and grants,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of been to prove government over God
Mm-hmm.
and just this natural, it's natural.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's almost gone 360
Mm.
back to what it is.
Mm. It's crazy. It just seems like more and more gets proven. You know what I mean? And I think time will tell with these things. And again, we think we're seeing these things with the James Webb Space Telescope, but we're not sure. So Overall, what do you give that one? 4 beans that they're angels and demons, that they're spiritual
beans.
beings? 4 beans? Cool. Pretty high rating. I like that.
Yep.
I'll take it. What kind of meme you got for me this week, dude?
All right, that's a Thanksgiving based. I just sent it.
All right. Pulling it up. My mom on Thanksgiving. Please don't touch the deviled eggs that are in the fridge. They're for the guests. Hoarding the deviled egg. Chucker, do you like deviled eggs?
No,
You don't like them?
No. And even if I did, I don't think I'd get to eat any between Charlie and Mary Beth.
They like them that much, huh?
Yeah.
Does your mom put relish in it?
Mary
Put relish in it?
Mary Beth is the maker of the deviled eggs.
Does she use pickles or relish or any of that?
Don't have a clue.
Don't have a clue. Look, I woke Leah up, my youngest, yesterday. Well, I didn't wake her up. She woke up on her own. And she was hungry. I said, all right, what do you want to eat? She said, I want some deviled eggs. I said, deviled eggs? I said, right now for your breakfast?
I mean,
she said, yeah. I was like, well, I guess I'll boil you some eggs. And so once I boiled her some eggs, I was like, well, I'm like 2 seconds away from deviling them. I might as well go ahead and devil them up for her. So yeah, I made her some deviled eggs for breakfast.
well, was she happy?
Oh, she loved them. Yeah, she ate.
Why don't we normalize deviled eggs for breakfast?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've eaten boiled eggs for breakfast several times.
Yeah.
But never deviled eggs.
Huh.
It's a fascinating thing, huh?
That is.
Yeah. Good meme, dude. Good meme. I love it. I love it. Chucker, thank you, man. It's been a good show. Episode 172, the Thanksgiving special.
I would like to mark myself safe from the WKRP turkey drop.
Oh, praise God. Praise God. Anything else? Oh, we need to do our shout outs. Shout out to the Eating Chambers YouTube channel. Chef Drew over there dropping some awesome episodes. Check them out. Who else we got to shout out? Yep, Da Vinci's Pizza. Sponsoring Charlie's Race Car. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Pushing Like a Dump Truck will be,
that's right,
after the first of the year, will be in a new format-ish type situation and be better.
Okay. All right. Right on. Looking forward to that. Pushing Like a Dump Truck. Stay tuned, listeners.
Nail down how it works and what it's supposed to be.
Right on. Love it. I love it. Thank you, Night Shifters. We appreciate you listening. Thank you so much.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Amen, brother.